Hey everyone, Rebecca here for the March 2023 low spend recap video. So I have decided to participate in a low spend challenge for 2023 in collaboration with a few other YouTubers that I will link down in the description box below. And yeah, March was, you could argue that it was a fail for the low spend, but we all had different rules when we set up this low spend challenge, and mine were thusly. First thing I wanted to do was stick to my food and household budget, and that is $600 a month for me, my cat, and my dog. Anything I get while I am out grocery shopping and household-wise, anything that goes in that category, I wanted to stick to spending less than my $600 limit, which is something I really struggled to do throughout 2022. So for March, I did win with this challenge for myself. I budgeted $600 and I spent $597.74. So I cut it pretty close, but it was intentional. And yeah, I bought some whey protein powder for me in bulk to save some money in the long run. That's why I cut it pretty close, but you know, as long as I'm under that $600 threshold, I'm happy. The other challenge that I set for myself was to not spend more than $2,000 in the whole year of 2023 on personal spending. So if you break that down, then monthly I shouldn't be spending any more than about $170 a month. So when it comes to personal spending for March, I spent a total of $635.44. Now, does that mean I failed my low spend challenge? No, I am still well within that $2,000 annual threshold for what I wanted to challenge myself as far as the personal spending goes, but still, that's going to make the rest of the year even more of a challenge. And yes, I have adjusted my monthly budget to reflect the extra spending that I did in March. But as I mentioned in my March budget review video, I would go over what I spent that money on when I did this video. So here we go. What did I spend $635 for in March? First thing I bought was actually a bookshelf for my mom's room. So the reason I wanted to get this bookshelf was that she has obviously a bunch of books, and they were in the office in this house. But now that we have started the visa process for my husband to get moved over here, we're really going to need to clear up some extra space for him and his stuff as well. So I needed more bookshelf space in the office, and it just made more sense to put all of her books in her own bookshelf in her own room that she has here. She does not live with me full time, but she does stay here from time to time. And yeah, it just made more sense to get a bookshelf for her room and put her books in her room. So I spent like $165 on that bookshelf. And, you know, if that had been the only thing that I bought in March, then I would have stayed under that $170 limit, but it was not. I did also make an Amazon order, and these were the items that I had bought just for me. And this is just a bunch of random household things. I bought a ultrasonic cleaner. I've kind of been wanting one of those for a while, just to help keep my jewelry clean. I wanted to keep my wedding rings clean, and yeah, I've been wanting one of those for a while. It really wasn't too expensive, so I went ahead and just decided to get it. And I bought like a over the sink dish strainer for my sink. And I bought some underwear. I mean, you could argue that that's a need. It was kind of getting time to get some new undies, but you know, I mean, just little things here and there for the house. It does add up. And that Amazon order was $95 and some change. So what was the biggest expense for March? Well, it was this thing that I bought off of Wayfair. So this is what I meant when I said in my budget review that of that $635, really only $100 of it was stuff that I spent on myself. But y'all, I have the most spoiled cat and dog ever. So yeah, I ended up buying this outdoor house for Bjorn. And as y'all could see, it's not enclosed. So yes, it's an outdoor house. It looks nice and has a nice asphalt roof and can withstand the weather a little bit. But I couldn't just put him outside in that thing without enclosing it somehow. So I bought the cat house, and then I had to also go to Lowe's to get some fencing material and a staple gun and some wire cutters to be able to enclose this thing for him. So I did that, and yeah, basically the rest of that $635 was this cat house and all of the supplies to enclose it for him. So I've only had it completely put together for the last couple of days, and initially, like, I know he's gonna love this thing, but he's a little bit cautious of it right now. So I was gonna try again to let him out in it today, but it's raining, so it's not a great day for it. But anyway, I really like this thing, and I thought for, you know, about $230 is what it cost me, that Bjorn will really like it because the only thing he wants in this life is to be outside. So once he figures out that he can go out in this house and just lay there and watch all of the birds out on the back porch, then he's gonna be happy. I can't let him be an outside cat where I live. The road is too busy around here, and also I'm just not a fan of that in general. Cats do what cats do, and they like to hunt native wildlife. So yeah, this I felt like was a really good compromise to let him be able to be outside. He's going to get years of enjoyment out of the thing, but it was kind of an upfront cost for me to do that. So yeah, that is what I spent my money on in March. Now, going forward, since I have spent so much money on personal spending in March, I readjusted my budget, like I mentioned. So at the beginning of March, I had $1,794.17 left to spend for the year on personal spending. So after doing that $635, I now have $1,158.73 left for the year. So I broke that down into 9 months, which means that I now have $125 a month that I can spend on personal spending if I choose to. So I think that realistically, at least for April, and I may also try for the month of May, but I would like to do no personal spending at all for those couple of months, just to make myself feel a little bit better about spending all of that money in March. So we'll see how that goes. Things always pop up, you know, but I think I will at least try to do the no personal spending for April and see how that goes. So there you have it. Overall, the low spend challenge, it's still going okay for me. I have stuck to the plan thus far. So as long as I can stick to this personal spending goal for the rest of the year and stick to my food and household budget every month, then I'll be good. I'm going to consider my low spend 2023 a win. If you are also participating in the challenge, then let me know how it's going for you down in the comment section below. They say beware the Ides of March. I guess it's a real thing because yeah, I feel like my entire March budget just exploded after I did that mid-month budget update. So hopefully it's back on track for April. I'm going to try to keep my extra expenses to a minimum. Y'all can hold me to that because I'm doing these updates monthly about this low spend challenge. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.